Now, for worlds like this, you see there's a gulp there. Because of the fuel use, it's not really worth it to land on it. It also has Class 3 tectonics, which is no big deal. But it's just not worth it from a fuel perspective to do it. So we're not going to do that one. Okay, here's a world with some radioactives. So we'll get some radioactives. No reason not to. That's a corrosive. And the red one is, yeah. So we can look at our manifest and look at what we've got. So we've got some of these, and some of these. That bromine I picked up was the corrosive. So we're getting a pretty good haul here. I'm gonna finish mining all this stuff. Right here we got a special case. Oops. It doesn't take any fuel to move around in the system, so got a special case here. As you can see here, it's a urea world with crappy minerals, but we have biologicals here, little aliens. And the tectonics class 5 is pretty bad, but look at the fuel use and the fact that there's aliens means, yeah, I want to land here. So just kind of watch how they go. And these bees take multiple hits, so we want to try to avoid them. These guys only take one hit. Bees? Okay, that's fine. Now these flower jobbies are also biologicals as well. So I'm going to pick that up. Shoot the bees. Goddamn bees! I remember this planet because of the bees. This guy's not hard. As you can see, if you pay attention, the tectonics are not hard to deal with. Alright, we got one more bees over here. I think those are bees. We'll see. Yep, bees. Now you can get an upgrade to this. And, nah, I'm not gonna pick that shit up, so. We lost a few crew, but now we can actually talk to the Melanomer about stuff. But I'm gonna clear out this system, and I only kind of stopped because I found the biologicals. So yeah. So I'll be back when we're actually leaving this time. All right. So what we're doing now is we're just gonna stay here and meet whoever's wanting to talk to us. Hope they're not Slylandro. It is, butterflies. Is it the Bekunk?
Welcome to our home stars. We are the Bekunk. Bekunk we are. Seekers of the deepest truths. Askers of interesting and significant questions. Even now, a question of great transcendental significance comes unbidden to our mind. Who are you and what do you want?
We could ask about Fruit Loops. They actually don't take they don't take very highly offense to it, so you can insult them.
Ah, an insult. A sometimes necessary and constructive release of tension. Now perhaps you feel better and we can deal with your real problems.
The Bekunk are pretty awesome. We're gonna be friends with them.
Although we Bekunk have no rank, no pecking order, no arbitrary scheme of dominance, we do recognize that some of the souls in this universe have lived many lives, while others are but spiritual chickadees. I, Captain, have lived 38 lives, a paltry number compared to those wise and ancient souls who guide our race. You must consult them, Captain. They will help you to understand yourself, and in doing so, understand others, who in turn may or may not understand other things. Seek those wise birds at our home world, at Gamma Kruger 1.
Okay, so he basically tells us where their homeworld is. Let's ask him if they'll join us.
See the wise ones at our homeworld, Captain. Go to Gamma Kruger for your answers. Yes, by all means, if duty is calling. I am sure we'll see each other again. Perhaps when the stars are aligned in an appropriate configuration. Yes, my inner voice is telling me that is correct. When the stars align, Captain.
Now, the Pekunk are a required race. You have to ally with them. As you can see, their sphere shows up on the map now. So we want to go to Gamma Kruger, which is in Ilrath space. Now, they'll start chasing us, but those are just more Pekunk ships. They're fine. If we meet any Ilrath, though, I'll probably run away. Okay, so the rest of these planets, I don't think have anything on them, but I'll check anyway later. We'll go here to their homeworld. Oh, I missed it.
Do not be frightened. We are powerful creatures, yes, but we could not hurt you any more than we could squish the helpless pootworm. We love the pootworm. We are one with the pootworm. We are one with you. Of course you realize this means you are one with the pootworm. Rejoice! To be one with the pootworm is to be alive. And why not be alive? Is that not what living is for?
The Pekunk are awesome. They're like space hippie birds.
Although we Pekunk have no...
I was just going to tell you to go talk to the leaders.
Yes.
They repeat the same thing if you... Well, sometimes they don't, but I'll do it for that. Okay. And when you enter a home system, they start swarming you. Because I'm not allied with them, so they're like, whoa, who the hell are you? Go land on the planet. Do it. Crap. There we go. Yeah, speed does have its disadvantages. Who knows? And if we were to attack a homeworld like this, infinite ships would spawn.
What? A spirit voice rings within my soul. It tells me that I must give you something. Something to aid you on your noble quest. What, spirit? What must we give this young human? Mineral resources? No.
Damn it!
Important secret? No.
Crap!
Starships? No.
The spirit sucks.
Then what is it, spirit? Spit it out. What? That thing? Are you sure? Okay, here you go, Captain. Take this clear spindle. It is an ancient and powerful device, built by the precursors hundreds of thousands of years ago. What does it do, you ask? I haven't the slightest idea. A special portents and serendipitous omens have foretold your arrival. Welcome, alien guests, to the home of the gentle and playful Pekunk, children of the cosmic light, hobgoblins of joy, seekers of spiritual truth, and other neat stuff like that.
Hobgoblins of Joy. I like some of these options you can give. This would be bad. I'm gonna basically cut here and like do the important things, but I'm gonna cut for the important things, but I'll make a special video where I ask them everything.
Yes, we know all that. We are not known throughout the galactic sector as powerful psychics for nothing. Of course, we already know the answer to this next question too, but we enjoy conversation. Why have you come here?
You're kind of smug assholes. Yeah, let's ask. They're being attacked by those guys. Let's offer them help.
I am forming a psychic link with you. I sense that you refer to our contact with the ur-quan.
Yep.
I sense that you are offering to venture single-handedly deep into ur-quan space.
Whoa.
And do battle with their vast numbers.
I didn't say anything about that.
And I can see that you give not even a thought to the danger you would be in. You are noble indeed, and I accept your offer of aid. But in spirit alone, the karmic burden of your gruesome death would be too great. Still, I say thank you, Captain. Let us unite and form an alliance.
Well, that was easy.
We will provide you with all the crew, ships, and resources you desire.
Sweet.
We will give you... Wait! I sense that you are offended by our crappy material offer.
Wait, no, I'm not.
Yes, I am ashamed. Any warmongering species could offer this.
Crap.
We are become children of the still breeze. We shall give you what all others could not. The greatest of gifts. We shall give you our love. You are speechless. Do not talk now. I can feel the energy connecting us. Let us part while the silence remains. Farewell. But wait, before we go, as a small token of our love, not as a material gift, mind you, we give you 4 of our meager ships, fully crewed.
Well, that's nice. That's nice of them. So now we got more ships for free. That was an easy alliance to make. So let's loot their worlds.
Whoop-de-dee and Charlie-bazoo! What a good day I am having! First, my nestmate surprises me with extra fat and spicy grabs for early meal. Then I am complimented on my fine display of ceremonial tongues. To top it off, I encounter the human friend, loved by all Pekank. Can things get any better?
What's news?
Vague omens and mysterious portents, tangled webs of fate, intertwined with the branches of destiny, blown by the capricious winds of happenstance. News, actually there is some news. It just so happens that it has come to our attention that Doga and Kazon, the 2 gods of the Ur-quan, may actually be a hoax. We don't know who this hoax would have been perpetrated by, but it seems someone has used these fictitious gods to send the Ur-quan down on us.
Well, that's not nice. What do they do if I say ask this?
Not at all. You are an open book to me. How quaint your little life is. So refreshing. Anyway, I see in your future that you will be jumping across the galaxy through dimensional doorways which are at your beck and call. This ability you shall receive from a mysterious and yet somehow I sense lovable alien race called the Arilu Lande, or Lalilu Arile, or Lupilu Happy Day, or something like that. Also, I sense that you will have 14 children and die at an early age.
That's not good. But that's an important clue. He tells us that the Arilulale will give us a portal thingy to spawn dimensions or something. What happens if I say this?
Well, not advice exactly, but I can offer you generous moral support. Also, I can tell you about another dream. Yes, perhaps I will tell you about my dream. In this dream, there was a small creature, fragile and weak. Above it loomed a much larger creature, dark and foreboding. The large creature was preparing to take the smaller one into its slavering jaws, when the little one looked up and said, "Hold, why do you do this? What you are doing is wrong." This made the large creature pause, while it pondered the question. Then I woke up, and I'm not sure if the little creature got in or not. Come to think of it, it really wasn't much of a dream. I would have much preferred Ocky Birdie's dream. Anyway, just thought I would tell you about that.
Now, believe it or not, that is actually a clue to something.
Goodbye, Captain. When the crystal spheres once more rotate into harmonic union, we shall meet again.
Alright, I kind of forgot, but we now have an item. The clear spindle. We can go back to Commander Hayes and he'll do a thing with it. With the scientists. So, let's go back and talk to the leaders. See if they got anything.
Captain, we've been expecting you, of course. In fact, you're here because we wished you to be here. By channeling our psychic energies through a trans-dimensional flux inducer, we were able to affect the low-frequency stream of a soul particle such as yourself and direct its course. The only thing is, we can't remember why we brought you here.
Pekunk are kind of flaky. Well, let's ask them about themselves.
Not at all. We are, after all, a fascinating species. Of course, modesty prevents me from talking at length, although perhaps if you were to ask me specific questions, propriety might be better served.
We're not going to brag, but if you ask us to brag, we'll do it. Let's ask about their history.
Ah, an intelligent question. But where to begin? Surely you know that we, Pekunk, were once one and the same species as the Yehart. Yes, it's true. We were once brutal birds of prey, oblivious to the mysteries of crystal magic or the 7 dimensions of psychic beings. It was not until Weeny Winky Bitty Birdie sat on the mystical egg of ice-like temperature and gave the original squawk, "Rup, rup, rup, meow," that our transformation began. It was the squawk, "Rup, rup, rup, meow," that triggered the harmonic oscillations that would lead us to become the enlightened aliens that we are.
So that's a clue about the Ahats.
That depends on how you define friendly. We love our Yehat brethren, whereas they open fire on our vessels on sight. Fortunately, our psychic abilities allow us to sense the deep, abiding love, and yes, even shyness in our Yehat brothers and sisters. How we must have hurt them when we left so long ago. Soon, though, it will be time for the loving reunion, as our destiny is fulfilled, and we are once again reunited as one people.
Okay, well, the Yehat are battle thralls, as we learned earlier. So, right now, basically, they're on opposite sides, but the Yehat hate them anyway. One of the things we can do is we can try to help them with their situation. Let's ask them more about their culture.
Just off the top of my beak, I suppose I would say that our culture could be defined as the ultimate unification, or oneness, if you will, of the extra-dimensional convergent chakra being energies to form a togetherness self, which both is and is not a combination of the now essence.
That sounds like weird speak. let's weird it back at him.
An excellent question. The answer is in itself an answer containing the explanation you seek, and more. Let me say, the revelation includes the mysteries of pyramid power, which is merely a subset of the greater and more general pointy power.
Pointy power.
UFOs and FOs are significant, but their role should not be overplayed. I'm sorry, but I can be no more specific than that.
These kinds are kind of like a mishmash of some of like I get, what is that called? New Age stuff. They talk about chakras and energy beings and stuff.
Yes, it's wait, a vision comes upon me. A shining light, a crack in the egg, a swirling vortex, a tunnel. I see my past lives, your past lives. More shining light. Ah, there it is now, the future. It's coming in clearer. Yes, I see tears, tears of joy. They are coming from our Yehat brothers and sisters who welcome us back to the nest. Wings outstretched, beaks stuffed with grub. Soon we shall return. Soon.
It's kind of ominous. They're talking about going back to the Ahad. The Ahad hate them, so we might have to do something about that.
Yes, you are right. I should be careful not to overwhelm you with my psychic intensities. Perhaps we could talk about something less overwhelming, albeit less interesting.
Let's ask him about the Ilrath.
Why should we mind? We bear the spidery creature's no ill will. Without darkness, there is no light. Without death, there is no birth. And thanks to the Ur-rat, there's lots of birth.
Yeah, they're a bit hostile. Why are they hostile?
We have delved most deeply into the dark and gritty heart of the Ur-rat. And what do you suppose we found there?
Blood?
Well, we found a torpid, vile, malign, odious, spiteful spirit. Right, no surprises there.
Oh.
What did surprise us, though, was what we saw when we regressed into the past lives. It turns out that in their last lives, the Ur-rat were all shining beings of pure light and blissful love. They had reached the pinnacle of spiritual evolution and could go no further. They were perfection. And then, somehow, they got just a tiny bit better, and wham! They were all of a sudden totally evil. Wouldn't you know it? Get too perfect and you wrap right around to evil. That's why we become strive to be perfect, but always do little bad and annoying things to keep from ending up like the Ur-rat.
That's actually related to the special function of their ship. Their ship has a special thing where you have to recharge their weapons by insulting the enemy.
Well, that's easy. It was exactly 27,000 rotations of the 7th planet in the House of Party Fun. Before the first alignment of the auspicious constellation of Big Big with the heavenly body of Shamlazoon, which was really only a partial alignment. I guess you would say 8 years ago.
That's a clue. A vague clue.
We have calculated that at our present rate of attrition, we will exist only on the spiritual plane in a matter of a year or so. Of course, the physical realm does hold a certain coarse attraction, a material quaintness, if you will. We will be somewhat disappointed to have to leave it.
So basically what they're saying, they only have a time limit of 1 year before the Ur-rat kill them.
An interesting question. The answer would be yes. If some benign and loving, yet incredibly destructive and powerful force were to simultaneously rip up all of their legs and drop their putrid egg sacs into steaming pools of molten metal, that would have the desired result of ending the conflict. But I jest. Of course, I'll bear the Ur-rat no ill will. How could I, when I'm filled only with love?
The Conqueror weird.
Yes, you're right. Why dwell on the heinous Ur-rat when we could speak of flowers, rainbows, fairies, and crystal magic? Did you know, for example, that there is an invisible fairy spirit at this moment sitting on your head and making humorous faces at me? Ah, the mysteries of the universe. Try to understand them, but can you? No, they're mysteries. Well, kind human. Return soon.
Yeah. The Conqueror weird. Okay. Now let's pursue with the looting. If we can land here. I don't know. I'm not sure if we can. There may be nothing here anyway. Stuff. There's a couple of radioactives. There's lightning though. It's not worth it. Alright. What else we got here? I know there's only a couple planets in the system. Oops.
The stars are... Goodbye.
They just say the same thing if I talk to them again. Now, later on, we'll have to keep an eye on the Bekunk, because eventually they will actually go forward with what they were saying about going to go meet the Ahot. And when that happens, we need to watch for when they start doing that, so we can kind of intercept them. No, I don't want to talk to you. Fine, whatever.
Human! I was just thinking of you. Ah, but I see you are not surprised, and why should you be? Amazing psychic occurrences are commonplace for us Bekunk. I am filled with love at the sight of you. Perhaps we can converse together or just coexist for a few special moments.
Weirdos.
Goodbye, Captain. When the crystal spheres once more rotate into harmonic union, we shall meet again.
Or when I decide to come talk to you. Or overshoot your planet. Again. I don't think there's anything here, but I'll look. Ultramarine world. It's got some blue stuff. Ah, aliens. Okay. Well, I'm gonna save it again, and I'm gonna loot all this stuff, and then I'll meet you back at. I think I'll go back to Alpha Centauri, and spend all these alien juices. And then I'll go back to Earth, and then we can basically choose what we're doing from there, because we have to give that clear spindle back to Commander Hayes, so he can kind of tell us what it is. So I'll be back when that happens. All right, we're heading back to Earth now. I've mined out all the worthwhile worlds in this place. So we're getting the heck out of here. Hopefully we don't get any Slylander probes and no run-ins with the Ilrath. The Ilrath ships are slow, so we shouldn't have any problems with it. Slower than our ship anyway, with maximum superness. Actually, let's stop and let's stop at Alpha Centauri first, because we got some biological data to give to them. To go to the Melnomrai. We should have enough fuel to get back easily. Alright. Where are they at? They'll be around here somewhere. I'm gonna find them and I'll be back. Alright, found them. Hello, Melnomrais.
How nice to see you again, Captain. Now, what can we do for you today?
Oh crap, one all purple.
What would you like to sell, Captain?
Take my aliens.
The 67 units of biological data we downloaded from your ship earn you 134 credits.
Alright.
What
See what we can get with it.
would you like to buy today?
See if we can get any technology.
Investment. Ah, yes. You are so right. These technological breakthroughs don't cost you credit. They earn you credit. Of course, there is an initial charge, but each technological system item is guaranteed to be useful for something important somewhere in the galaxy.
That's true.
At some point in the future. All technologies cost 150 credits. The technology we are now offering includes plans for building blaster weapons twice as powerful as your ion bolt guns.
Okay, we don't have enough money to buy
What else?
any of his
It
stuff.
has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to your next visit.
But I wanted to turn it in so that if I ran out of fuel, I would have that. So, now let's go back to Earth. All right, then after that, I'll buy stuff for my ship, and then see what I can do, and then we'll go on our next lead. I'm not sure what that'll be.
Good to see you again, Captain. I have some information I think you should hear. We are being bathed in a broad beam hyperwave transmission from the direction of the Rigel star system.
Ooh.
Due to the broadcast wide dispersion, we cannot discern its content.
So I guess that's our next clue. Let's ask about this clear spindle we got.
The analysis reads as follows. Subject, clear spindle device. Data, the object in question has no clear use or means of activation, but does have superconductive characteristics between 18 and 22 degrees centigrade. We suspect that it is a precursor manufacturer, but we cannot be certain without extended study. Summary, in all likelihood, this object is part of a larger device whose capabilities remain unknown. That's the end of our scientist's report.
So basically, it's a thingy. Let's offload our minerals. We get a lot of stuff. Yeah, look at that money. Lots of
This
money.
will really help, Captain.
Not as much money as last time.
Goodbye, Captain.
But, I desperately need some crew and fuel. Let's see. Let's fill up on fuel first. Let's buy some crew. Now notice that the conch ships only carry 8 dudes. Alright. Alright, what do we do now? I think I should get another crew pod. And another dynamo for our guns. I can't afford another dynamo. Okay. Let's take this off. No, I don't want another gun. Yeah, let's save our money. And get some more crew. One of the ways you can use your main starship is just as a crew carrier for your other ships. Yeah. So I guess that's good for an episode or two. Be back with another episode shortly.